Again, thank you for the invitation. My name is Brian Estes. I'm the CAL FIRE Unit Chief for the Nevada-Yuba Placer Unit and also the Fire Chief for the Placer County Fire Department. Last year, we saw almost 8,000 wildland fires across the state in what we call the state responsibility area. That was down a little bit, and our acres of just shy of 300,000 acres burned statewide was down. But that's not to say that we are not looking at a potentially significant season. We did have a much drier winter than we would have hoped for. As of May 1st, we had about 59% of our snowpack in the Sierras, and that's gonna allow us to be into some more significant burning conditions earlier into the year. So instead of those wet years where maybe we were September, October, November, I think we're going to start to see some significant activity here within the next month. And as was said earlier, we're already seeing that in the front country, in the grasslands, as was identified by the Grant Fire just 2 days ago.
Paul Long from Placer County Sheriff's Office. Our responsibility in the event of a wildfire is limited to evacuations. And obviously COVID-19 a wildfire evacuation is going to trump any COVID-19 concerns in terms of getting people moving. But there is something that you actually brought up at the beginning of this that's worth saying, which is in the early stages, in the first 15 minutes, the first half hour of an emergency, we're not going to have receiving infrastructure in place. So usually our goal is to get everyone moving, and if they require further services, we try to get people moving to something called an evacuation center, where there may not be shelters, but there's just an area for people to congregate where we can start sending services in. So you asked about masks. Yes, bring your masks, because we can't guarantee in that moment that there'll be anyone to screen, anyone to try to encourage social distancing, anything like that. So definitely, if you have an extra mask, put it in that go bag we encourage you to have by the side of your bed. And if you don't, then please keep one in your car. So, and with that, I'm done.
Holly, I saw you also had your hand raised, but I'm not seeing it now. Did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
I was just gonna, again, hello everyone, Holly Power, Assistant Director of Emergency Services for Placer County. I just wanted to go off of Paul's comments there that the evacuation, when you get that order, it doesn't change anything, whether we're in COVID or not. If you get something to get out, it means get out. And the part that's really sort of changed is where I'm going to hand it off to Mike Romero from our Health and Human Services Department, who will talk about what happens after you evacuate and where there may be some changes there. So with that, I'll give it to Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly. So just to pick up where Chief Estes left off, normally when we do sheltering, we do choose a congregate setting, fairgrounds or some of our favorite locations. In Tahoe, the airport or the North Tahoe Event Center is a wonderful place. But I just met with the Red Cross this weekend, and their goal is to not use congregate settings, but in fact to put people in hotels. So that's new for the Red Cross. It changes the way they do business. They're looking at changes in, and for example, food distribution. They're going to distribute a prepackaged food. As the sheriff's deputy mentioned, that evacuation center, well, it could be a parking lot, that temporary location where people are instructed to go to, and then the Red Cross will coordinate transportation and a stay at a local hotel. So that's all new for the Red Cross. That's a change in model for Health and Human Services as well. We're there to support the Red Cross where they need help. And you can expect that differences this season, this fire season, and during the COVID-19 season.